Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. As you can tell by the title of the video, we're going to be talking about everything Kaspa. So let's waste no more time and talk about what's happening as of now. So today, of course, is the last day of the month, of May. And again, to be quite frank with you, even though the market is seeing a little bit of a retracement over the course of the last few hours, we have to give credit where it belongs. The month of May, as far as the overall month is concerned, was not a bad month by any means for the crypto space. So we have to keep that into consideration when we're looking at the overall month. But we are seeing over the course of the last few days, market has been kind of on the shaky end of the spectrum. If you're looking at Kaspa, down 11.2%, guys. We're down 11.2% over the course of the last 24 hours. And again, at this point, if you watch my videos on an every single day basis, whatever we've discussed, it shouldn't be a big shocker to you guys right now. The price of Kaspa is at 8.25 cents, down 11.3% as mentioned in USD, and also down a staggering 10% in Bitcoin. Comparative market cap at almost $2.2 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume is at about 110 million. And of course, a lot of people are going to come out and say, well, Crypto ZX, the volume is picking up, so that is exciting. But of course, we need to keep in mind that we had once again one of the largest liquidation days for quite some time, and that is also something that we need to factor in. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So exactly as we discussed last night, if Bitcoin were to drop below $106,000, I do expect that the dominance break out, and the dominance actually did end up breaking out. We are retesting some of the levels we actually haven't seen since April. Yes, you've heard that correct. Last time we were looking at the dominance sitting at around these levels was back in April. So pretty much about a month ago. And you can see, dominance is picking up a lot of steam once again. And the fact that, we did see this wick up to the 64.62%, that was due to the fact that, Bitcoin dropped down to these levels, gave obviously altcoins more downside due to that fact. You can see, Bitcoin came down to the 102,900 support line that I was talking to you guys about in our yesterday's update, pretty much touching right at that neckline. And we have seen a little bit of a bounce, but obviously, we're going into the weekends. On the weekends, more manipulation than usual because of the CME futures being closed. So do expect more volatility. We'll see what happens. Obviously, we still have about 24 hours left from now on to see that daily. I wouldn't say 20, much less than 24 hours. Sorry about that. Until the daily candle closes for the monthly. Sorry. So that's going to be very interesting to see where it happens. But right now, Bitcoin is about to approach some very critical levels. But if it's not able to hold around here, 100,000 Bitcoin could be on the table. But look what happened with Kaspa. You can't make this up, what I'm about to show you. Yesterday, we were sitting in this blue zone. Remember that. We were sitting in that blue zone. That support was holding for us, but of course, Bitcoin dropped below, the $106,700 mark, and we saw Kaspa drop in 15.23%, guys. A 15.23% decrease in just the last 24 hours. But look where we are right now. You can't make this up. You just can't make this up. We're being supported right exactly at that support line I talked to you guys about countless of times. We're literally sitting right you can't make this up. I'm literally recording this video at this time, and you can see where it is being supported by. It's exactly at that level, which was a major resistance for us. And of course, after we broke out of there, we did see a beautiful, move towards the upside down to, up to that 13 cents. Again, if you want to put this into perspective, after breaking out of that resistance, we went up an additional 60%. But pretty much, now we are retesting that key support line once again, which again itself is a retracement of about, you could say, 38 or to 39%. So right now, we're being supported by that range as to be expected. But, main reason right now is the fact that, Bitcoin went down as well as, dominance picking up. So let's say, Bitcoin does not hold around these levels, makes its way down to $100,000. I am expecting dominance pushes up to the 65.31% as I discussed with you guys before. And, we could be making our way down to maybe even the 7 cents if that were the case, if Bitcoin were to drop below 200K. Again, if you want to put this into perspective, 100K would be around a 5% move towards the downside. Let's say dominance does go up because it's showing strength right now. So obviously, if dominance continues to go up, Kaspa dropping below this key support line down to that 7.7 cents, sorry, that would be the next support line. That itself would be a move of another 6%. But, 7 cents, the next support line is at around a 15.42% drop. So that would be obviously a big drop. I wouldn't say that would be next. 7.7 cents would be the next key support line to be watching, down to the 7.7 cents. So right now we'll see what happens. Hopefully, Bitcoin does bounce, maybe closing the monthly candle above 106,000. That would be great. But right now, we need to keep, all these things into consideration when we're analyzing. Let me know down below what you guys think. Thank you for all your support. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.